Hello dear friends, Grandmaster Shipov is commenting the chosen games of the tournament in Nalchik. Today we're going to take a look at the game from round 2. Peter Svidler against Svidler-Ivanchuk. Mirai Lopez. The Arkhangelsk variation. First of all, black is developing the queen side. The use of the bishop at f8 remains a mystery. A solid, good move. Here instead, to knight g5, black has a counter-attacking resource d5. E takes d5, then d4 with active piece play. To the standard plan of taking over the center here with the move c3, black answers sharply, knight takes e4, and as analysis showed, has time to develop without losses. But d3, a symmetrically calm answer. White is using the weakness of black's queen side. By taking away the pawn b5, he gets a wonderful square c4 for his light pieces. Here it is, the unearthly mystery of the order of moves chosen by white. He declined the trade on d5, postponing the fight for later. The knight, using the famous Spanish maneuver d2 f1 g3, is ready to move to the king's side. Black is also playing in a standard fashion. Soon the bishop e7 won't be obstructing the rook e8. Peter is thinking, you think he doesn't know this position and is already working on the board? You're wrong. He played this successfully even in the last century. So why is he thinking? He has the right. The showing on the clock is fantastically unreal. Peter Svidler has an hour and 17 minutes remaining. Svidler-Ivanchuk has an hour and 49 minutes. A wonderfully bald novelty. I'll give it an exclamation point right away for the aggressive manner. The pawn is moving to g5 so that all the white pieces could end up on the wonderful arrow-like position. The second idea here is to support the knight on f5 with the pawn on g4. Now Ivanchuk is seriously thinking like anyone in his spot would do. Half an hour didn't get wasted. Vasily correctly felt the nuances of the position and started to act boldly. Even the slightest slowing down move could really cost black here. He's trying to distract white from the planned push to the black king with a counter-attack in the center. Of course you can't keep the snob there. The knight is positioned beautifully to take care of him, and it's important to first take out the supporters. Exactly, the bishop on b7 immediately comes back to life, and the other black pieces get a new dose of oxygen. Surprising calmness. The center is breaking apart, and we're taking care of the small stuff on the sides. On the other hand, distracting the opponent with side business isn't a small task. The length of thought tells us how difficult the calculations are. Svidler has an hour and 3 minutes remaining, and Ivanchuk has 56 minutes. The Ukrainian Grandmaster is playing slowly, thinking over the moves fully and carefully, and for now that works better than anything. The trades that are coming up must lead to a good position for black. The aggressive move g4 won't bring white happiness. First of all, that's a weakness of the king's cover. Actually, we're seeing the good old ideas coming to life, like the ones that say that attack in the center is the best weapon against attacks on the sides, and mating attacks are only successful with a solid center, etc. A forced modesty here. Here instead, to the move bishop takes a6, there was a prepared blow e takes d3, but d takes e4. Vasily is still slow on time. The following variation that I will show you with a different move led to an original perpetual check. So here instead of a takes b5, knight takes e4 in this variation. And so on. In the ending position, a big number of pieces is under attack, but any step away from the perpetual check is fatal. So a takes b5. Black developed powerful pressure. Honestly speaking, I'm already worried about the white king. The time is as follows. Svidler has 48 minutes, Ivanchuk has 20 minutes remaining. A very bold but needed move. Svidler made sure that he doesn't lose right away and took a chance. The big white diagonal is fully used by the black attackers. There's also the immediate move of the bishop to h1 with a serious threat. Ivanchuk uses the last reserves of time and again finds a good move. Soon the reserves will run dry and he will have to blitz on the flag. I must point out that in this tournament there is no 30-second add-on up till move 60. The flag falls as fast as 1, 2, 3. Here, instead of knight e4, the move bishop h1, after which, well, my analysis just showed that black has bigger chances. But instead knight e4, a successful, so to say, poke, especially for the opponent's saint knot. In such situations, it's always beneficial to sharply change the structure, confuse the opponent, and lead him away from the already thought-through variation. The pawn e6 is under fire. A completely fighting way, maybe even too fighting. Here, with the minimum time, it was important to extract the poison from the enemy, in this case the bishop b3, with the move knight c5, but instead rook d8 followed. It's possible that this was a small mistake. Black would have had very difficult, impossible to solve problems due to saint knot after the blow g5 here. But bishop takes e6. A move later, well, that's already different. Oh, not that. It was good to attend to the knight on d4 by the move of queen a4 here. That was the strength of the bishop b3. But rook takes d4. Black's diagonal attack looks deadly. In reality, white has a number of ways to defend. But will he win? The time? Svidler has 12 minutes and Vasily has 0. Vasily's flag is literally falling. The strongest move. Automatic capture. More chances were left with the pressuring move queen f8 here, but instead bishop takes f2. The threat of the discovered check. Oh well, thought Peter, and went to attack himself. White defended his king and threatened the enemy. The last check. The retreat of the bishop here instead. Bishop h4 led to mate. But knight d2, king e2. And here it looks like Ivanchuk's flag fell. On the other hand, he had no way to defend himself. 1-0. This was a passionate battle, a show. The Ukrainian super grandmaster became a victim of his spending. Looks like he checked and rechecked himself during every move, and because of that spent a lot of time. And the position looked as if there was a choice in every move between two equal moves. And here's the result. The strong and saint knot destroyed all the fruits of Ivanchuk's hard work. Thank you, dear friends, very much for your attention. With you again today was Grandmaster Shipov. We'll see you again very soon.